Welcome back to the reality guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co-host Brian.
All right, buddy.
Talking, oh my god, actually saying back to talk House of Villains. This is season 1, episode 8. Three villains walk into a bar. This was an hilarious episode. This was a Bobby Light heavy episode. Obviously stemming from his crazy decision last week to put himself up for to be vulnerable for elimination. Uh, Everyone in the house, Johnny Bananas, is like, "You're a crazy person." Everyone else is like, "You're a crazy person." Johnny Fairplay, obviously sad because this is his fault.
Right. Yeah. I guess he does redeem himself, but I thought it was a good episode. I was laughing, like you said. I thought it was really funny, but I love Bobby Lights. I don't want to like say, but it's a shame he's gone. But I can't believe Shake's just surviving. He's like a cockroach.
Bobby was shining too bright. He was just starting with everybody. We knew this was going to come. We knew he couldn't win this show. We said this from the beginning. It just was going to self-destruct at some point. Yeah, Shake's surprise. I think Shake is one of those people where the people are just carrying him because he's a vote, a meat shield almost. And frankly, like, people, they don't think he's going to win. I think it's kind
Yeah.
of, they're dragging him along. And I think he's kind of like the automatic easy vote here right now. There's two sides right now, and Shake is obviously a vote right now on the banana side, but they easily could sacrifice him. They wouldn't nominate. They would nominate him before they'd nominate anyone else on their alliance. And Fair Play now is definitely, I think, pretty vulnerable.
Yeah. Definitely for sure. Yeah. I I know Fair Play is a villain technically, but man, he might be like the least villainous like on the show.
Yeah, his villainy was just being like clever and lying,
Yeah.
but like at the end of the day, no one was really offended by it. Wasn't that big of a deal to be like, "Oh, my grandmom's dying," and like, but that's really all he did other seasons and stuff, but he never really did it. Everything always was just like, "Remember, I did this one crappy thing one time." Like, you know what I mean? A lot of these other people have had consistent villain behaviors. Johnny Bananas has been on a bunch of challenges just besides stealing the money from Sarah. He's, been around and backstabbed plenty of people. It's,
Right.
I think that like it just is a bit of a stretch, especially since we've seen how sensitive he is. I mean, he's
Yeah.
cried, he's mopes
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, he's probably on my list of I don't want to win because I don't know. I mean, I'm glad he's there because I mean he is an OG technically, but he gets outshined like really really hard by a lot of these people.
I'm firmly in the wanting like Bananas or like Tanisha to win, frankly, at this point. I really don't want Omarosa to win. I don't want Fair Play to win. Shake doesn't deserve to win. And what's her name is just kind of there. And Fisa's just kind of there.
Somebody who was it the comment? Did you say it or somebody in the comment section like she's apparently does something. It still hasn't happened yet. So
No,
like,
I didn't comment
when is
anything
it?
about
Because I
that.
mean we're getting down to the end. There's 5 people left, so maybe she
Maybe
does
a
make
big
it.
betrayal though. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean
I mean,
I was
again,
waiting every time like somebody said it. Once I read that, I'm waiting for any moment now that she's
just
on screen.
do
Like,
something to make me be like, yeah, you should win.
yeah,
Just do one thing. It's all good. Just
strong
do one
silent
big
type, I
move, and then
guess.
I'm like, yeah, you should win. It's fine
Yeah,
with me.
yeah.
The I like the challenge, the comedy anonymous blind comedy challenge. If you've ever played Quiplash, that's on what is that those games? What are the slap Jackbox?
Yeah, it's on a
You ever played
bunch. Yeah, you can play it on
Jackbox,
whatever.
Quiplash? This is word for word what that is. Anonymous voting for who did the funniest caption. Johnny Bananas ended up winning. I thought they were funny pictures. I
Yeah,
generally
me too.
enjoyed watching this one versus a lot of the other challenges.
Yeah, I like that it wasn't thing. I like that it was about the house and like they can remember the moments. And I agree. I thought it was good. I enjoyed it.
We've talked about it, but obviously we get to the nomination between Bobby and Shake. There is politicking going heavy on Shake's part. Bobby wants nothing to do with politicking. He wants absolutely nothing to do with it. The real swing vote, it seemed to have been, as far as like, let's get sentiment, was Tanisha. And I think Johnny Bananas made the best point. Is like, this dude will screw you. Like, you don't keep your buddy around just because like you have a nice connection. If it's really a good connection, like, you'll be friends after this. But like, you watch already what happened to people who trusted in this guy to like follow a plan. He's not going to follow a plan.
Right. Yeah, he's like the king of anarchy. It just sucks, man, because he was like you said, he was really coming on, but we were worried about when New York left and like where's the show going to go, and I think he held it down for an episode plus.
He held it down as far as like good moments and bursting out. I mean, Tanisha and Omarosa did that as well. And
Yes,
now, frankly, like you say, getting into like a final five situation now, I have no problem with it being a little bit more of a strategic game as
same.
opposed to the personality. I think they've done a good job with us having a lot of fun along the way with some strategy. So yeah, let's see how the final moves play out here. It looks like this will run. I guess this will run either right up until Christmas, probably. Maybe they'll do like 2 more weeks, maybe.
Yeah, I wonder if it's like final three. Like, what's the? We just don't know what the final is, and then we could determine it. Do you think there's a jury?
Yeah, I think they're the jury, probably.
The people that have been eliminated?
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah, you
probably the
think they just
case
all
because it's
walk
like who
out?
else could decide who a supervillain is besides
Yeah,
other villains, right? Like,
means we get another Jax moment.
well, we're gonna get another New York moment. More importantly,
Yeah, yeah, I know. That's
Jax, please. No one cares about Jax. I forgot Jax was even on the show at this point. He was like the first, our number, besides New York, was like our number one thing to be like excited to see, and he just blew it.
Speaking of Jax, did you see there's like a thing on Tuesday for like a Vanderpump
The
thing?
10 years of like whatever
Yeah,
BS. Yeah, we'll definitely watch and cover that for
yeah,
sure. That's a
yeah.
funny one, nice little tease. May not do like a ton of numbers because it's not the same as like a review, but like whatever. We'll cover anything Vanderpump. Just see some old moments. Um, yeah. So I think overall, Brian, like I said, this show is a great quality. There's definitely gonna be a season two of this show.
Yeah,
I don't
100%.
see it not coming back. And yeah, we'll be here for every episode. Like I said, guys, we don't really know what the schedule looks like for the show. We imagine things usually end before the Christmas. They don't usually, unless they're like the freaking challenge, don't usually roll over into a new year because most people have manners. But you know, we will cover it obviously if it rolls into January. A lot of finales and stuff coming up here on the channel. We have the Amazing Race next week. We have Survivor 2 weeks from now. We just had 90 Day Fiance the other way, right?
Yeah, we got
That
one more
finale
week to
aired.
follow.
What other? We just had the Squid Game, the challenge finale air. So yeah, a lot of things finishing up here at the end of the year, but we will be back also in January. New seasons of shows, including oh yeah, we just finished the Golden Bachelor. Bachelor in Paradise is done tonight. And we'll be back, like I said, in January, all new seasons, including the regular Bachelor. So here, subscribe on TikTok, and you'll catch everything that we do. But for myself, Brian, everyone here at The Reality Guys, thank you so much for watching. Peace.